Good morning, YouTube. Muchismo Eugene. Another video from Extra Strategy. Hope everyone is doing well today. Been up for a while. Eyes are glassy. I guess because I've been teary-eyed all morning. Been watching TikTok videos. I tend to gravitate to videos that show a lot of humanity. Just the way I am. When I'm not watching building videos, anything constructive, I'm in it. I'm into it. I don't watch regular TV, do a lot of YouTube, and thanks for that. I want to talk about empaths. We are not big on excuses. We're heavy on solutions, light on excuses. If we are empaths and we make a lot of excuses, I'm a procrastinator. But it's a big difference in procrastinating as opposed to making excuses. Seems similar, but it's a difference. When you meet narcissists, they are full of excuses. They'll start lining you up, giving you a whole repertoire of them, what they've accomplished, unbeknownst to you, on the back of someone else. They'll pride themselves and dote on their positions, how they've came up the ranks and did this and did that. And if empaths was to question them, how did you get there in just a year? You store manager in a year, you went past everybody else and became store manager. Oh, they just saw that I was the one, blah, 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 blah. I was the one. What they don't tell you is they kissed ass, spend a lot of time on their knees, on their back, sides, stomachs, and brown-nosed and backbit, bad-mouthed everyone else so they could get to that position. They don't tell you that part, but you soon find out. Empaths, we are not big on excuses. We are big on solutions. I was watching a TikTok video, and it was actually before I was set to do this video. I already had it titled, empaths are light on excuses, heavy on the solutions. And it was a young girl. It was a track meet, and the parent was videoing it, obviously. And as they shot the gun at the start, the little girl ran out of her shoe, thereby being left behind. Everyone was way, way ahead of her. This little girl, nonchalantly, not in a frantic rush, turned around, trotted back, got her shoe, put it on, attempted and proceeded to continue the race, and ended up winning it. It brought tears to my eyes because that video, if you go on TikTok, maybe I'll put it in the link. I'll find it and I'll put it in the link below later. But if you look at this video, man, as empaths, these are the videos we should just gravitate to, because these are the videos that will continue to bring solace to us, to a broken heart, to a wounded heart, to a disappointed heart. It will invigorate you as an empath to dig deep to where your core lies and where your strength lies. You got to realize who you were before the narcissist. You have depth to you. You have a lot of substance to you. You have raw authenticity that nobody can match. People gravitate to your authenticity because it is just so organically natural. They want to be around that. It inspires other people. And so when you start drawing off of things in humanity that are great, that are contributing to society, it actually trumps what you went through in life with the narcissist. Be it however long you were involved with them, or how many narcissists you were involved with, you will look at life in a new way with fresh eyes. I was thinking about last year around August, Actually, it was around August, I believe it was August 12th, 11th or 12th. I got hit by a car. I was on my power scooter. Not the one that I have now, which is 50 miles an hour. I had one that was a Segway 9 bot Max. And I bought them during pandemic. They max out at about 18, 20 miles an hour on a flat surface. And one morning I was riding this scooter, uh, heading to downtown, abiding by the traffic laws, you know, crossing through the pedestrian crosswalk at about 5, 6 miles an hour. I had green, and traffic going both ways had red. Of course, I proceeded to look each way before I approached this intersection. To my right, there wasn't a car. I mean, there were cars that were stopped. So I casually just continued to proceed into the intersection. I looked to my left prior to entering that intersection. Then I began to continue to look straight. And for some reason, I saw something in my peripheral, my left peripheral. And by the time I was able to turn my head just a little to the left, I was already hit. This SUV proceeded, and I think I've told you guys this story before. This SUV struck me. I slid up under this SUV where my legs were pinned up under here at about 35 miles an hour, I think, 40 maybe 40, 45. I don't know how fast he was going, but he was going at a very high rate of speed to be entering that intersection on a red light. He hit me, drugged me about 100 yards up under this SUV. I was taken to the hospital where they triaged me and bandaged me up and gave me crutches. I might have spent 4 hours in the ER, and I was able to let myself out on crutches. Shortly thereafter, I set up an appointment for surgery. I had surgery on the meniscus on my knee. The left knee is damaged. A lot of scarring around the left leg. But I'm here. I'm walking. 2 weeks, August. Actually, I'm sorry. I said August 11th. It happened around June 11th, I believe, 2022. 2 months later, I entered into employment at the job where I consequently got fired in August of this year. Now, I tell that story because, in light of getting hit by this car, I proceeded 2 months later to get employment. And during that employment stay, I think I set an appointment for the surgery 2 months into my employment, maybe 2 to 3 months, maybe longer. And I went out on sick leave, and I came back maybe a month and a half later, and consequently I got terminated. Now, I didn't mention the scooter that I have now. I think with the Segway being hit by the car, that was one. I think I fell off of the Segway. Big falls. These weren't small falls. I fell off of it about 2 times, maybe 3. And the new scooter I have over here, which is up out of the weather now because it's winter, I think I've fallen off of this thing about 4 times. And they were hard crashes. And no broken bones, no hospitalizations. They were hard spills though. I really felt them. But I'm trying to tell you guys something. With all of this stuff that I've endured, man, and I'm not bragging about it, I'm just trying to show you, as I reflect back on some of this stuff, there are people that complain about lesser. There's just so many things empaths have to be grateful for, man. We're built different, man. We're built different. And this video is just to serve as a reminder. There are going to be some obstacles, be it narcissists who will continue to try to keep their fangs in you. They're continuing to try to just set you off of your course. But we have obstacles that we contend with every day that the narcissist has no part in. Look at the narcissist as such. overcome their asses just as you would any of these other obstacles that I just pointed out and others that you may be able to think about. Looking back, always look back. I made a video about looking back makes you salt of the earth, not a pillar of salt. We look back as a reflective motivator, as an introspective motivator going forward. We don't look back in drudgery of poor me, poor me. A narcissist is set on a course to pay everybody that they run in contact with going forward for the offenses of somebody of their past. Breaking it down, let me say this again. Narcissists moving forward are accusers of offenses from the past. They blame you for something you didn't even do to them. They blame you for a decision they made a long time ago in their life. Empaths, with the things I just pointed out, I'm not blaming anyone. The guy who hit me in the car, I went through litigations. We're close to a close on that, but the compensatory damages are nothing in comparison to, I almost lost my life. Almost lost my life. And this is no excuse me, this is no it's just a drop in the bucket when you talk about compensatory damages. My surgery and whatnot, everything was taken care of, but monetarily speaking, this is not it's not a slam dunk. Not a slam dunk. But again, not making excuses. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I can walk on my own power. I have some injuries that are, going to be, they're sustaining injuries. They're going to be there. There are emotional issues and traumas from that too, but so are emotional issues based on the narcissism, what they took us through. Traumas are traumas. Don't matter what the trauma is, man, the empath just finds a way out of it. We're big on solutions. We're heavy on solutions. Very light on excuses. This is a reminder, guys. Just a reminder. We all need a reminder every now and again. Just to keep the faith, keep the focus, and keep family close to your heart. Bless.